We're talking about the importance of understanding your team's thinking styles. Some of us are talkers, and that's how we flesh out ideas and things get better. Others, and you know who they are at your company. Um, I don't want to name names, but Michael, I know your cast of characters. There's quieter, very methodic, strategic, you know, assassins in your, and when they come for you, they've got 3 layers deep of the proposal and the plan, and they're chess players, right? It's 3, 5, 7, 9 moves down, and and some people just aren't comfortable contributing until you get to that. So let me ask you this, guys, is there a danger of blending those two types in a room just randomly, or does it require, like you said, preparation or some ground rules first before because the talker contributors are ready to go in that moment, whereas it may mean what? Deferring some decisions until the other half gets to perseverate, to use a McMahon term.
Yeah. By the way, first, I don't think there could be a whole hour saying, what sort of collection of people should we put in a room and create a situation for all of them to succeed. And I think on really high value organizational stuff like strategic discussions, that would be a great idea. But in every room, everywhere, every moment of every day, both of these exist in some degree, right? That's what I would believe. I remember a time that you and I were in Las Vegas. This is probably 5 years ago. We were sitting at lunch, just chatting about the industry, our activity, and I had 2 of my people sitting at the bar with us. One no longer works with us, one's still with us. And I remember we came up.
You're not blaming me for that, though, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we can't. No, but we came up for air and looked over that, and we're like, "Is this boring, you guys?" And they both were like, "No."
They had the 1,000-yard stare. Yeah.
Right, because the conversation was passionate and interested, and 2 outward thinking, talking people in an area, in an industry that both these people love. In fact, the one that's still with us is one of our highest performers. However, you need to provide her with advance notice on what you'd like to talk about, and then maybe even say, is there something that you're passionate about that you'd like to just sort of share? Because she's a doer just like I am, but she doesn't need to dominate the room. Her mind is in the processing. It's very difficult for me. I haven't cracked the code because that code doesn't exist with me. But I love Khalil's comment. Like, if you could build sort of a dynamic with your people where they could check you, right? And I like
the ninja chop, right?
Yeah, I like the idea of building the behavior versus, because what do talkers think is, we say, interrupt me if you want, or just jump in here. And they're like, I've had a person say to me, my mind just doesn't work the way yours works. And I go, well, you mean you're not crazy? And they're like, no, it doesn't happen that fast. I just don't have command of my thoughts that way. It's not a less than thing. It's like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
Yeah.
So I think the challenge is with the extroverted think while you talk person. This is where grace has to find a place.